Hello everyone and welcome back to the Bantamweight Boxing YouTube channel. I'm your host Michael Waite and I hope you've all had a great start to the week. In terms of boxing, we've had a good start. Frank Warren has been on TalkSport and he's been talking about this potential fight between Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois. It looks like things are moving quite quickly. It's almost kind of set in stone. He's already talking about an arena. Apparently it's set for Wembley, and there's been talks of a date, which is the 21st of September. So it looks like things are kind of moving nicely, and that's the fight we're going to get. For me, I'm super excited about this fight. I think it's a great, British heavyweight fight to make, and the fact that is talks of it being in Wembley, I think is even better. Us British fight fans have been kind of starved a little bit of an exciting heavyweight clash for a while. We've had to put up with the likes of Fury Chisora Free, but something like this, a proper competitive fight, is definitely going to get everyone's attention, and what I'm really excited for. I think when you look at what the other potential fights could be made for AJ, there's talks of Joseph Parker. I think that's an interesting fight, but it doesn't really grab me. I've seen it before. It wasn't that interesting when I saw it the first time. And yeah, that I could take it or leave it a little bit. The other fight was Zhilei Zhang that they've spoken about. That for me, that definitely interests me. I definitely want to see that. But Dubois AJ just takes it for me. I feel like Zhang is, he is a great fighter, and he's had some interest, he's had some great wins in the last year or so. But I feel he's kind of tailor-made for AJ a little bit. Lack of movement, poor stamina. I think it's going to be easy for AJ to hit. I think AJ keeps that fight rangy, and probably, takes it into the deep waters. Zhang tires, and I think AJ gets the knockout. I'm summarizing that and making it sound a lot easier than it actually is. But I feel Dubois, on the other hand, is the fight I want to see. I think it's the best matchup they can make right now. You've got Usyk and Fury, they're all tied up. But outside of that, we can still have some really exciting fights. And I think this is one of them. I think for me, you've got to take your hat off to Dubois. He got a fantastic win on the weekend against Hrgović. A lot of people, including myself, had Hrgović winning that one. I thought he was going to get the job done on Dubois, but Dubois proved us all wrong. He showcased some brilliant attributes in that fight. First of all, you look at the physical attributes of Dubois. The punch power has never been in question, but he showed that again, stopping Hrgović. That is not an easy ploy, and no one's done it before. I saw again the stamina of Dubois. I think that's clearly improved. He started off strong. He was always pressing the fight, set a pace that Hrgović just couldn't deal with. And what I loved is, as the fight went on, the output from Dubois just went up. Throwing punches in bunches, and I thought that was really impressive. And then most of all, was the chin, or was the heart? The thing that's been questioned the most from people about Dubois is, has he got the heart? He quit against Joyce. He didn't get up against Usyk. Has he got this chin? Well, he showed he's got the chin. He ate about 4 or 5, well, it's probably more than that, 5 or 10 straight rights from Hrgović. Again, someone who does carry power, and just walked straight through them. And so you're looking at these attributes and you're saying, these all together are making a monster of a fighter here. And then on top of that, his age, he's got youth behind him. He's got that hunger. He's got, obviously the physical attributes. He's just on the on the incline. He's on the rise, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Everything's just getting better with him, and he's got the experience as well in his back pocket. He's been in there with some serious guys like Usyk and Joyce. But not only does he have the physical attributes, I think one thing I want to praise about Dubois and what I saw of that was his jab. I was really impressed with that. He throws it like a piston, he throws it like a straight right. So he's got all the kind of ingredients to make, to cause Anthony Joshua a lot of problems. And I really think we've got a great fight on our hands. Do I think Dubois, despite all that, do I think Dubois gets the victory over AJ? I'm not sure. I'm leaning with AJ, and I think most people will be. I think with despite all of those successes or all of those great attributes with Dubois, there were also some things in that fight which were a bit concerning, and that was the defense as a whole. Head movement in the early rounds was just non-existent. Struggling to get that left hand back up to protect himself, and Hrgović was just landing that straight right at will, and that just can't run in the heavyweight division. He got away with it with Hrgović, but I'm not sure if he eats one of those straight rights from AJ, he's going to walk through it. I just don't see that happening. So that for me would be the biggest concern about Dubois. But yeah, despite that, I think it's a great fight. I think Dubois is on a high. He's had 2 great wins, both of them, Gerald Miller and now Hrgović. Both of them he's had to go through the fire to get the victory. AJ is flying on a high. We've got AJ Mark II, who's knocking out everyone. Obviously there is the question about the caliber of those fighters. One being a UFC fighter, one being Wallin. Has AJ Mark II really been tested yet? And I think this will be his first real test since, those kind of Usyk losses. But yeah, I think this is a fantastic fight. Let me know if you guys are excited for it. If you are, drop a like and let me know who you think is going to win it. But yeah, I'm going to make probably more of a closer prediction about this fight as we get further down the line and it's really announced. But for now, I just wanted to get a video out about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon. See you later.